Okay, I talked to a guy tonight that last week he said his stuff got stolen on Saturday, or Friday night while he was actually down at Box-O-Sox, and his tent, 3 blankets, and 20 pounds of food or something like that he's collected from churches. And he said that if it was his old self, he would have pulled a knife and killed a whole bunch of people and gone back to prison, but he said that he prayed and he asked for their forgiveness, or he asked to forgive them and just completely calm down. And I really think that we had a hand in that, honestly. Being down there, that next morning, that still being fresh on his mind, us talking about Jesus and stuff, it really makes a difference down there. So.
I thought that was really great. It was actually really nice outside. With daylight savings time, the sun's up a lot brighter. There wasn't like a whole lot of people tonight, but it was still pretty cool, especially like towards the end. There was a couple of guys that came by after their work, and he's just like, struggling to find jobs, but he's willing to do whatever. He goes around, as he was talking about, and he'll work whatever job to make money. But it was cool because he said he was going to go back to the city rescue mission center or whatever, and they said, I guess past a certain time they don't feed them, but we had food right there, and so they just pulled over and got some food from us. So he would have some food before he went over there. So that was really cool, to be able to help provide something like that.
Met three people. One of them, Mario. He's a very strange, very odd guy that always asks for prayer and always wants to hold Brooke's hand. So one of the guys that me and Steve were talking to was a guy named Anthony. And just recently, he's been out in the streets. The main problem that he's been dealing with was an alcohol problem. So at the end of our discussion with him, we prayed with him and sent him on his way. So he really does need a prayer.
Well, when we got there, we set up, and just a very few homeless people showed up. So we're kind of hanging around and just waiting. And then we thought, like, you know what? Let's go around the block and just see if we can find some people getting sandwiches or socks. So with a group, we went to this alley, and there was this little yard in between buildings, and there was a tent camp, and there was a woman sitting on the ground, and we asked if she wanted a sandwich. She slowly got up, she got to the fence, we got to pray with her. She was crying, and she was constantly saying that it was the devil that was making her all do this, and that she was an alcoholic, and that these men just used her all the time. We got to pray with her. We prayed a salvation prayer, and we left because she said she's going to be okay, so we prayed for her safety and all that. We left. We did some more walking around, and then we ended up seeing these 2 girls, where one of them was really upset, and the other one was kind of like being bossy. And so we walked by and asked the one girl if she was okay, and she shook her hand and said no. So we stopped and we got to talk to her, and we prayed with her too. And we just all prayed together. And that was it, the end of the day.